So, my life has been flipped inside out these past couple of months, and I'm still trying to make sense of everything. My mom passed away recently, just about 2 months ago, and even saying that out loud still feels unreal. She worked for the state, and when she died, I found out I inherited $340,000. I wasn't expecting anything like that. Honestly, everything was so disorganized, and she didn't have a will. So I stepped up to be the volunteer administrator because there wasn't really anyone else who could. At first, I didn't even know what all she left behind. We figured out the life insurance, and then out of nowhere, there's a pension too. And here's where things got messy fast. People around me started pressuring me, my grandfather, my mom's ex-boyfriend, telling me I needed to split the money with my two younger sisters. And in the beginning, I agreed. I was fully prepared to divide it evenly. I didn't want anyone to think I was trying to hoard something that wasn't really mine alone. But then life threw me into the kind of chaos you can't prepare for. We were taking care of my mom's dog at the time, and the dog attacked me and my 2-year-old son. We ended up in the hospital. It was one of the most traumatic moments of my entire life. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And instead of comforting us or even checking to see if my son was okay, I got accused of instigating the attack completely out of nowhere. It was proven I didn't, but the accusations didn't stop. The lack of compassion hit harder than the attack itself. It felt like my entire childhood replaying in real time, getting treated like trash, being blamed for things that weren't my fault, feeling small, feeling alone. And suddenly the idea of handing over $100,000 to people who care about me. It just didn't make sense anymore. For months before this, I'd barely been scraping by. I run a small business washing windows, and this year has been tough. It's a luxury service, and not a lot of people are spending on luxuries right now. I've had moments where I was literally staring at my fridge wondering how I was going to feed my son. Meanwhile, I'm being told I'm obligated to cut massive checks to people who didn't even show basic human decency when I was bleeding and my child was crying. And then, as soon as money came into the picture, one of my sisters suddenly flipped and started being nice. My mom always warned me that she was two-faced, but seeing it play out stung in a way I didn't expect. My youngest sister, she's 16, has gone completely no contact with me, and everyone keeps telling me she hates me. And I'm supposed to just hand her a life-changing amount of money. For what? To be treated worse later? I kept trying to do right by everyone when my mom was still alive. I even tried to get a will drafted for her in the hospital. I had a nurse confirm that we could have a notary come up, but the other family members lost it the second I mentioned it. All I wanted was clarity, especially about my 16-year-old sister, because my mom was worried about who would end up controlling her finances. They didn't care. All they heard was the word will, and suddenly I was the villain. The more I think about it, the clearer it becomes. There's no version of this story where money repairs these relationships. Either I keep the money and they hate me, or I give them the money and they still hate me later. The only difference is whether I drain my own future in the process. I've gone back and forth 100 times. I thought about trusts, conditions, saving it for when they're older. But every time I imagine setting boundaries, I can already hear the screaming, the accusations, the drama. It's not even about the money anymore. It's about peace, about protecting my son, about finally stepping out of a lifetime of dysfunction. And honestly, I'm starting to think the right thing is to keep it, to use it responsibly, to build stability, to break the cycle. I didn't ask for this. I didn't manipulate anything. The court decided this. My mom filled out that life insurance form over 20 years ago when I was her only child. Maybe she forgot to update it. Maybe she never got around to it. But I can't rewrite her intentions. No one can. All I can do now is take what I've been given, this gift, this responsibility, and make the most of it. For myself, for my son, for the life I'm trying to build, even when my own family would rather tear it down.